Yo, this your boy Q Bar, and y'all already know I'm the host of the Barcode Podcast 414. Shit, and if you don't know, well, now you know. But man, I got a special person here today, man. It's my little brother for real. We are family. You know what I'm saying? We go way back, man. And if y'all don't know him, this is Trent Thomas Jr. This is family, man. Thank you for pulling up to the Barcode Podcast, bro.
Uh,
414.
Appreciate you having me for sure.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt. But of course, before we get into it, bro, gotta give you your flowers, man. I just feel where we from. It's a lot of us that talk about basketball, Trent,
Right.
and some people forget. Some people forget. Trent Thomas. Some people haven't. Some people forgot other players. Some people didn't. But this is why I had a platform to remind people like Trent Thomas was one of them dudes. So gotta give you your flowers, man. And you
Man,
already know. He's an alumni at Vincent, man. He's class of 2009. You know what I'm saying? I'm '05. I'm the OG. But he class of 2009 at Milwaukee Vincent. He attended Pratt Junior College. He also went to North Dakota State College of Science. And then he went to St. Leo University, a Division II program. Welcome, my boy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How you doing, though, bro? You doing good?
I'm doing good, man. Taking it a day at a time, man. Just trying to stay out the way and just do what I gotta do, man. For sure.
Yeah, I see you got some photos too back there too. Like oh, you
Uh
played for Fox Valley?
oh yeah, man. That's a quick little story. But yeah, I played for Fox Valley too. I played with Yusuf Gray. I played with Steve Stovall there. A couple of big name guys too. Can't remember off the top right now, but it was a loaded team though for sure.
Okay. But man, before we get into, the basketball part, I love to, ask people, their upbringing, because I always say the same thing over and over, Trent, where, a lot of people think I have a brother. Like I have no brothers, I have six sisters. So
Right.
I grew up single parent, met my dad later, late in life, been around females, my whole life because all my male cousins were older than me. So I'm gonna ask you that, man. Your upbringing, man. How was your upbringing in Milwaukee?
Man, I grew up like when I was first born, like we was in Hillside for a little bit. Then we moved up the street to like the Waco apartments off of like 14th and Fond du Lac. Went from there, to what across the street from Parkline, 47th and Hope, the whole time, mom, single mom, working, whatever shift she got to work, mostly second shift. So like we pretty much in the house, me, my little brother, and my two older sisters, pretty much raising each other, making sure, we keep the fort, held down, so that way moms can go do what she got to do. And then, but I mean, that's everybody's story, everybody struggle, coming up. So they had to find their way. So I ain't about to sit up here and try to make it like, we all haven't experienced struggle before. You know what I mean? It's the norm for us. So yeah, it was that, then, everybody as you got older, sisters go to college, they branch off, get their own house. So then it's just me and my brother in the house, trying to help moms, whatever with whatever she got to do. On top of that, me entering like the basketball world of Milwaukee, I had no clue about how big it was. So like, putting the time that I was helping moms out, like I had shifted that to, like, well, if I can, make this work, then like I can help moms out for life. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
so that's why I had shifted that. So yeah, I mean my upbringing, I mean it wasn't too much different from nobody else's from Milwaukee. We all experienced things. You know, we just had to figure it out how to get through the next day or the day that we live in. So
yeah. Now, did you ever have a chance to have a relationship with your dad?
I did actually. Yeah. So like my dad passed away May 3rd, 2003. So like, but I was what 12. So like
Okay.
from growing up, from when I can remember till the day he passed away, like I have memories of kicking it with my dad because him and my mom, they weren't together, but like I still saw my dad like every other day. Like my mom wouldn't even be home, and he had just still come over and still just
Yeah,
to see us and stuff like that. So like I definitely had a great relationship with my dad, like real tight. Like I wasn't even thinking about basketball at all. Like, so I was just a regular kid, bro, just, living, just being the kid, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So like our relationship was tight for sure.
yeah, yeah. And when we 12 years old, we don't understand like trauma. But and before I say this, rest in peace your dad. So,
Oh yeah.
the crazy thing is, Trent, I've been knowing you for a long time and I never knew that, you lost your father. So my condolences, bro. For real.
Oh yeah, for
But
sure.
yeah, but
Appreciate
when we 12, Trent, we don't know about trauma and how effective that can be to us, at that age. So do you remember around that time, like feeling like sad, down and out? Because I know when you start playing basketball or even just being out at the fair or grocery store and you may see another young man around your age with his father. Do you remember having any trauma or just feeling sad that he wasn't present?
it. Like when he passed away, I was, obviously, sad, hurt, you know what I mean? That was like my best friend, growing up. And but like I always like, remember just the things he told me through the times that we did have. And like I always remember that stuff to this day. I live to that, and with him, he was like, you know, you good around me, but I need you to be this way when I'm not around, because like now you
Yeah,
not only, representing me, you representing yourself. And then like I just kept that in my mind. So it's just like in like I just made a status, like like on his birthday, February 20th, it just passed. So like I was just saying, I continue to live as if you're here. So like
yeah,
that way I'm not up here just like trying to use that my father being, my father passing away as a reason for me to act out, be a knucklehead out in the street, man.
knucklehead.
You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? It's like, no, man, I'm mad because my dad, like life is gonna happen to everybody, but just at different times, So I can't sit up here and sulk and feel sorry. It hurt, but like you never get over it. You just learn how to deal with that pain. And that's was my mindset at 12 years old. So like that whole being a regular kid, being spoiled, like once my dad passed away, like I snapped out of that and like the world really became like reality. So I stopped
Yeah.
thinking about like cartoons, like my childhood was over with because like I'm starting to see like, oh, this shit is real. I mean, oh my bad, I didn't mean to cuss, but like
No,
this
you
is
can
real.
cuss, man. You can do
Uh
yourself. Yeah.
I'm like, like, dog, this real life. So it's just like I stopped, I started paying attention to what really mattered more in life than like the other stuff. Like I stopped caring about if you yelling at me. I'm not worrying about the level. I'm actually just listening to what you're telling me. So that way I get the message, like and I think a lot of people when they are conversating, they're more so focused on like the delivery and not the actual package. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
so it's just like you just take that in and me having that mentality, I think is what helped me when I got to playing with like tough coaches like Marcus Hines, Tom Diener, um, Lance Randall, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
coaches that win, they are hard on their players because they want them to succeed. And like being yelled at, that never affected me. Sometimes coaches hated that, because like he wanted me to show emotion, but it's like, yo, I'm so used to being yelled at. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah.
like I don't feel it. You know what I mean? Like, cause I hear what you saying. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Yeah.
I'm not taking it in a negative way. I'm listening to what you're saying. Like you just yelling. Like it's
Yeah.
emotion. It's a game. You want to win. So like I understand. So like when you understand something, like things don't affect you as much as it do when you don't. So
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's all facts. That's all facts, man. That's funny, man. Especially with two coaches you named. But we're gonna get into that. But speaking of basketball, though, bro, like especially where we from, we
right.
all play sports, and we know basketball is like, that's something huge in Milwaukee. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
it's
saying?
huge.
So, and yeah, and I remember you telling me that you started off kind of like not really good of a player, but when did basketball start for you though? Like you remember what age you started like, oh shit, I'm dribbling the ball. Like,
I'd probably say like probably like 10, 11 years old. Like me and my brother, we'd get like a wire hanger, get like a balled up sock,
classic.
man, stick that mug up, in the door. We up here playing 1-on-1, the small room, like the little space that we had because we shared rooms. So like we would make sure we like spread the beds, like wall to wall, so we got like a little lane to hoop 1-on-1. So we'd
Yeah.
do that, but like that was the start for it. But then we started going to the courts and all that other stuff. But like I say, like I ain't really start playing basketball until about like end of sixth grade. Like it wasn't
Okay.
a thing that I wanted to do. It was just something to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So like that's all it was. But I say about like 10, 11 years old. That's like when I first started to like
Like really just yeah. And around that age you could play AAU.
I
Did you
I
start
wasn't
off on AAU or
I didn't start playing AAU until I want to say the summer going to seventh grade or seventh grade going to the eighth grade. Like I knew nothing about AAU. I went to middle school with a childhood friend, Steve Stovall. We call him
yeah.
Bart. Um, we had gym class together, and like we would always like play, but like I knew nothing about him, but like he top 10 in the state. You know what I'm saying? Like in his class. Um, and like we had gym class together, and like I'd be and one dribbling because the and one mixtapes was out, so like that's all we doing and one moves, and that's all I could do. And I was like what 5'6" at the time, so it's like I'm little
Yeah.
dribbling, getting to the basket, but like I ain't that was it. Like that's
Yeah.
all I had. You know what I mean? So it's like, but he like every time a defender get on you, you make the shot, but when you open, you miss. So like over time, like he just pretty much acts like if I want to play AAU. And I was like, man, like I ain't got transportation, cause like mom's working second shift.
Yeah.
So like I ain't got no way, to get there and back home. I ain't trying to put that burden on nobody else, you know what I'm saying? Cause I understand like how it is. So I was just like, nah, I'm cool. And then I think what seventh grade, no, eighth grade started. And no, my bad. Seventh grade started and I'm walking home from the school bus. It's like off like I'm walking like I'm over here like walking home from school and like he used to get picked up from school. So
Yeah.
like I don't know if they had made a stop or something or whatever, but like this particular day I'm walking up the street and like they drive past and I see the truck. So I'm like, dang, that's Bart in that
That's
truck. You know what
Bart
I'm saying?
them,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? So like I go home regular day. The next day, he hit me up like, "Hey, bro, where you stay at?" I was like, "Oh yeah, I stay over here." Woo, woo, woo. He like, "Bro, I stay right around the corner." I'm like, he was like, "You still trying to play AAU?" I was like, like shoot, I got to way to and from now." You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Yeah.
bet. So like after that, it was on, and that's when I met Coach Hines, and that's when I thought like, man, what did I get myself into?
Well, what AAU team is this though?
Oh, this was we was called Milwaukee Ballers Association, NBA. Like the,
Okay.
the older team had like Bryce Powell, Marcus Jenkins, who else they had? Whew, man. I don't know if
I've
y'all
never
remember.
heard of this AAU team. It's crazy as hell, but go
Yeah.
ahead.
We had, I don't know if y'all know, man, but like Anton Moffat, they called him Stuffy.
Wow.
If anybody is watching this later on or whatever, Anton Moffat, they called him Stuffy. He went to Malcolm X. If you know, you know.
he, he was
And I'm a,
business.
and I'm gonna leave it at that.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
gonna leave it at that. But yeah, that's when I
So
read.
so
Go
so
ahead.
not to cut you off though, but so you play for Mr. Hines was coaching this team though.
Yes.
Okay, and then your expression was like, "Oh my God, I don't know what I got myself into," and I go way back. Like me and Mr. Hines go way back. So with you playing organized AAU basketball at the
For the
time
first time.
for the first time, how was that for you? Especially Mr. Hines, a tough ass coach. Like, how was that for you?
So you got the players that's on the AAU team that's vouching for me, because it's
Yeah,
like if we on a playground, I'm the best player. I'm winning every
yeah,
hustle, 1-on-1, tough shot. But when it came to organized basketball, I just did not understand it. Like you got Jarrell Harris, Ed Reed, Debonair Townsend, you got Bart. Who else? You got what's the other guys? Keandre Golston, Eric Williams. Like these got Tosa, like the Tosa West guys, Tosa East, I'm sorry, Tosa East
Yeah,
guys, you
yeah.
got those guys, the Cupertinos, they all vouching like, no, coach, he's good, you know what I'm saying? But like when I get out there with Hines, it's just like it all goes away because like I'm so much worried about him and what he gonna say because whatever you do wrong, or he's gonna point it out and he's in your ear about it, like quit doing this, quit doing that. But like I just had to sit back literally and watch for like 2 summers just to understand what exactly he was trying to like get me to understand. And like in between those 2 summers, I went from like 5'6" to like 6'1" by the time I was a freshman in high school. So
Yeah.
it's like I'm sitting for like I was a 20-20 guy. Like if we was up 20, he'd put me in the game. If we was down 20, he put me in the game. Like I didn't play with those. So like I'm watching the guys that I know I can play with. I just don't understand the plays. I don't understand the point,
Just
of the
really
game.
just the concept of
Just the
basketball.
Yeah, like why are we running the plays? Like why is it timed for me to go here? In my mind, I'm thinking get the ball, go score. Get the ball, go score. So like that was my reason why I wasn't even playing. And it
Okay.
used to piss him off, coach. It used to piss Hines off because it's like I could use you, but I can't put you out there because you don't know what you're doing. Like I just
Ooh,
had like raw talent. Like I didn't have no coach telling me. I used to just watch Kobe and Jordan. I used to
that's
watch
it.
I had this Come Fly With Me DVD by Michael Jordan. It was a 3 disc. I watched it every day, and I'm in the house on the same wire court doing repeating the same moves that he doing. And it was just like once I see it, I can repeat it. So but with Hines, it was just like I just had to sit down pretty much and learn it from like an actual basketball player instead of a hooper mindset. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh,
Because
I like them choice of words.
because
Yeah, it's a
the
difference.
difference, you know what I mean? So like I have to become a basketball player because I'm already a hooper. I just have to get the mindset of the basketball player. So with Hines, he pretty much erased everything that I knew and he just like started it over for me. So in those 2 summers, like he was just beating it in my head, pause, like, just trying to get me
Yeah,
to understand, trying to get me to understand like the game. But like, I don't know, man. It's like by the time I got to Vincent my freshman year, like I hit my growth spurt. That's when I hit 6'1". And like I don't know, like everything that he taught, and I got older too, smarter
yeah,
along the time. So like after a while, it started to click because like the more I played, I'm starting to see like, man, damn, that's what he talking about. All right, next time. And now it's just like when I keep playing the game, I start to see similar situations. Like, oh, I know what to do now. Now it's becoming a reaction, because
yeah,
I know what I did last time and it effed me up. So it's like, so I know what not to do now. But like,
yeah. Now,
at,
them couple of summers though, Trent, when like you said the 2020, right? And I know you playing with your guys, and you not really getting your reps or feeling comfortable playing the game of basketball. Did that kind of like break your spirit a little bit? Like, damn, bro, like I play with these guys at the park, but hey, I'm not really jamming with them like that. Like, did you feel that way? Did it break your spirit?
no, because I like those are the guys, like even after AAU, like we kicking it at somebody house, so like these are the homies, so it's like I'm still rooting for them. So it's just like, yeah, like as a like hooper, like man, I know I could have scored that layup, or I know I could take him 1-on-1, but I understand why I'm not out there. So like I'm out there just cheering, just being a good teammate, just cheering them on or whatever. They come on the bench cracking jokes. Obviously, I ain't like that
Yeah,
mature. You cracking jokes on the bench or whatever, but ooh and an eye from a move somebody did. But just I'm just paying attention. Then I'm listening to Hines scream, yell at the other players that's making mistakes. So I'm also seeing what not to do for 2 summers, and we playing like every weekend. So it's just like
yeah,
I'm getting a lot of basketball reps. Then I'm playing with Vincent, with the best guys in the state, like from top to bottom. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm getting like so much exposure to the game in like a short span. Just like I'm trying to figure it out at the same time, stay, you know, at some point of like striking distance to compete with guys. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like
Hmm.
I'm just trying to figure it out. But like I say, like by the end of my freshman year, like that's when it was like I got it. Like I
Yeah.
understand it now. You know, like to be decent. You know what I mean? Not the best, but just to be on the floor with guys. So
Yeah. Yeah. And excuse me. And talking about well, now that you brought up high school, right? You went to one of the top high schools in Wisconsin. Like, the history of Vincent, like everybody knows especially if you're from Wisconsin and let alone Milwaukee, you know about the history of playing at Milwaukee Vincent. Now, I'm gonna ask you this though. Did you know what you was getting into going into Vincent? Like, were there any other schools that you want to go to? What made you choose Vincent?
I'm gonna tell you this. My first, so like in middle school when they asked you like what's your three choices, high school,
Yeah.
Vincent was not one of the three choices. My first choice was Rufus King, the second choice was Riverside, and the third one was I think Hamilton.
Okay.
So I had King, Riverside, Hamilton on my list for the three.
And how the hell Vincent come about then? Who got you to get over there? Al?
So we definitely talked to like they came to one of the practices, Al and Diener. They came to one of the practices with Hines. And, they was talking to the guys that were normally playing. Like I said, with Hines and AU, like I wasn't getting that much burn, so they don't see me. You know what I mean? So they just just being respectful, still saying hey to everybody on the team, but they didn't see me. I'm still 5'6". You know what I mean? That summer I hit 6'1", so like they still like, who is this kid? Like, yeah, it's the same kid that you just saw like a month ago. You know what I mean? It's just like I
Just hit
just
that damn spurt.
I just hit that growth spurt. So now, like my bad, but like yeah, so now just they came to the practice and they was just like asking everybody like, yo, you should, basically recruited, like not illegally, but they just trying to, like influence, you know
See
what I'm
where the
saying?
eighth grade head. See where the eighth grader heads at.
Yeah,
What
you know what
school
I'm
are y'all
saying?
going to?
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, what's interesting y'all or whatever. So like I already knew like, I wasn't somebody that they was coming for. So like I wasn't thinking Vincent. But we took the test for King, got accepted to King, got my schedule for King, all of that. Me and Bart. And like before we even stepped foot in King, I'm up in here like, King started in August. We just got out of school at the end of June. Like we just, and like my middle school is a year-round school, so we didn't get out to the end of June. So all we
Yeah.
had was July, and then they was back in school. I'm like, nah, man, we about to go to Vincent. Like call Hans, like you know what I'm saying, like call
Yeah.
Hans. Make sure we talked to Miss Erkins. Miss Erkins like, yeah, we got orientation. So then we did the orientation, and guess who hosted the orientation?
DG.
Marcus Marcus Landry.
Marcus
Marcus
Landry.
Landry. He was there and he was just showing us around, just pretty much just like it was like a college visit. Like that's what it was. And it was just like you got him hosting it, he's just like just making Vincent sound but I didn't know nothing about Vincent though. Like I told you, like I didn't care about basketball like that. I just did it because that's what all the other kids was doing it. So I didn't know the history about Vincent. So like I get there then to see like five state championships. You got three-peat, lose one year, and then you two-peat the next year. Then the teams after that, the expectation for the school is state championship or bust.
Yep.
So it's like
Facts.
the past 2 years, it was we lost to Madison Memorial against Wesley Matthews, and then it's like I entered high school after that. So it's just like they lost in the state championship. My freshman year, losing the regional finals. My sophomore year, we lose in the state championship. So it's just like the expectations going into Vincent was so high, you couldn't have a mediocre mindset because
At
like you
all.
you you couldn't. Like you can't come in here trying to be sad or trying to point fingers at the coach. Coach ain't nah, bro. You ain't doing what the coach is telling you to. Like he up there 5 times for a reason.
Yeah.
Like it's hard to not listen to somebody that's winning. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just
Fact.
like you can't do what you want to do out there sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But like you're gonna do what you gotta do if you want to be out on that floor. So
Yeah,
it's
for
like,
sure. Especially playing for Tom Diener.
you know,
And when Marcus gave you that tour, man, it would have been nice as hell if we had our state championship up there. Oh
man,
Lord.
look, I feel the same way. I still point fingers at DG and Bree. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man.
Yeah, yeah.
You got folks scoring 12 straight points on you, fam. Like, come on, dog.
No, hey, and another thing too, Trent. Going in when you became a freshman at Vincent, what grade was DG in them, man? They had to be like juniors,
Oh
right? Or
yeah, my
something?
freshman year, DG Bree, they was junior. City Mook and them, all of them, they was all juniors. And
They was
like
all
from
juniors.
what I heard, like this was like they breakout year. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I don't know what questions you got coming up, but like, yo,
No, well, no, I only asked that, and I knew it was their breakout year because when I was a senior, there was a sophomore. So, of course, like DG and Moot got moved up,
hmm
on varsity when we played on VAR. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, junior year was their breakout year, but that's their breakout year, and it's your first year, and you just said at the beginning, like, oh my God, what did I get myself into playing with Mr. Hines? Shit, what you get yourself into playing for fucking Tom Diener?
man,
You
listen,
feel me?
like I be telling people, I was like, man, I went to Vincent. It was like playing like Mortal Kombat arcade mode. Like you get the first one easy, then you keep going up the level. You know what I'm saying? It was like you had to prove yourself. You know what I'm saying? And like
Yeah.
Vincent was like that from the door. You got guys that's not even on the team challenging you just to
Yeah.
prove that they deserve to be on the team. And when I tell people, I said, listen, it's dudes that's in Vincent right now that's not on the team that can go to another high school and start.
Yep. Always been like that.
It was
Even my era.
so many cold people in the school. It was like gym class used to crack so hard because it was like it's so many dudes in this school that's actually good. And it
Yep.
was like, man, like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's how it was when we was there. Gym classes cracking. It's guys that we know that can play JV or even varsity. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? But they was so scared of the politics side. And it's crazy that I'm saying that because we didn't think I don't think we knew about politics back then.
Nah,
You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying it now, but back then people were like, no, y'all got your team set already. But they just stayed there because of the energy of the school and our football team was good and our basketball team, girls and boys, was good. So the next question I'm gonna ask you though, Trent, what did you start off playing freshman? JV, VAR? What did you do when you walked in Vincent?
when I got there, I had to try out for freshman, and Uncle
Yeah,
Rick Polk. Shout out to Rick Polk, Uncle Rick. He was the coach over there for the freshmen. I did 2 days. The first day killed it. The second day I didn't lose a game. I say like before like JV came in to start their practice, Uncle Rick took me over by Hines and said, "Yeah, he got to come over here." And Hines is remembering me from the summers, like, oh no, Trent, man, nah, man, like, nah, Trent, nah, he ain't ready.
whoa, Hines did you like that?
No, but like Hines haven't seen me since the summer. Like I was the last time he saw me, I was 5'6".
True
I'm
that.
6'1" now. You know what I mean? And everything for those 2 summers, it just hit me all at once. So now it's like I'm attacking the basket hard. I'm going to dunk now. And like I'm out here jumping the pass after a fake down screen because I done seen this before. I done worked on this offense 3 years. So like I'm already ahead of everybody that's trying to learn it. Because Hines ran the same offense in AAU that he did in high school.
Yeah.
It's the simple motion, you know what I mean? Just score out of that. So it's like I already know the play, I know the next step. So I'm ahead of everybody. So now I'm using my brain more than anything. So it's like that's why Uncle Rick sent me over to like Jay. Nah, he outsmarting these kids out here. It's too easy. I get over there, Hines like not believing in me at all. But like it's understood, you know what I mean? Because like he haven't saw me, so I just have to prove to him. So, and I held my own with those sophomores. I ain't about to sit up here and be like, I killed them, you know what I mean? Like, cause I'm
Yeah.
still learning, you know. So like, but they know who I am, you know what I mean? Like, oh, like dude, little dude, Cole, and he a freshman. You talking about Rashawn Young, um, like Dave Arm, rest in peace. Like Big Pat
Yes.
Davis. Um, man, it was some guys on that team, man. That was like over like Keelan Bird. Um,
Yeah.
who else was that? Darren Jennings, Armad Boston. Like I can't forget about
Money.
Boss. I can't forget about Boss. Like I
Camp
can't forget about
squad.
like it was we was loaded like with some good guys.
Yeah. Now, did you have now after playing that year with Hines and getting them reps in? Were you getting reps in, and did you win him over? Did he believe after that season?
Hey, so uh some of those guys right now, if I was to talk to them about it, they'd tell you about the time. So like we mid practice and this is with JV, like my freshman year on JV and Hines is the coach. Mid practice, we do something, we doing a drill or whatever. I do it, hit a jump shot, and like I don't know what overcame Hines, but he blew his whistle and told everybody to like come in for a huddle. And like on my daddy grave, this is what he said. He was like, "Would y'all believe that just last year Trent was pure D garbage?" Mind you,
No, why would he blow the whistle and huddle everybody up just to say
listen,
that
like
though?
it was like this was his testament right here. Like this was me winning Hines over. Like no matter like I told you, like I didn't care about. I'm just listening to the message. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dog, he told he like Trent was pure D garbage, and like by this time, like I done won the sophomores over. You know what I mean? Like I got their respect. You know what I mean? Like Trent, one of those guys. Like he one of us.
Yeah.
I don't over a few games. Like I averaged 19 my freshman year on JV. So it's like I done won these guys over. So like and in their eyes, they like, man, this nigga, this little dude cold. But like Hines, like, y'all didn't see him last year. You know what I mean? Like he was terrible. So like the jump that I made
Yeah.
for Hines to like this witness consistently, like I didn't even start. I came off the bench as a
And was
freshman
balling.
and I averaged 19.
Damn.
But
Putting
it
that
was like
bitch in the basket.
But it was like Hines, like he stopped practicing. Like he Trent was pure D garbage. Like he couldn't make a left hand layup to save his own life, and like he was just saying so much stuff. But from what the team saw me doing, like they wouldn't believe it. Like
Yeah.
like from their perspective, they probably think he just like being mean. But like he's telling the truth, and I'm up there nodding my head, like yeah, like he's not lying, y'all.
Yeah.
And he just saying, like, do you see how much a summer can do for you if you just work hard on the stuff that you're not good at
And listen. Cause you was
and
listening.
listen? You know what I'm saying? So it's like I didn't care about him yelling at me. Like I ain't about to sit up here and be like, it didn't get to me. It did. It was annoying because it's like I'm trying. Like you think I'm trying to mess up, but like I'm out here trying to figure it out. At the same time, still play. So it's just like
Yeah.
everything that I was doing with basketball was literally on the fly. Like, so I had to really watch. Like, I hear you, but like I gotta watch more. Like, and then it's like after my freshman year, like um, we entered sophomore year. We playing the Terry Porter Classic down that South Division. We playing Tech. It's the second quarter. It's like we playing 8 minute quarters. It's like 5 minutes left in the second quarter. I already got 20.
Baking that shit.
varsity is at North Division the same day, like the same day, about to play Pius with Corey and them. Bart came to play JV because we sophomores, so like we could still play JV. But Diener came to like take Bart to practice after like the South game, after we played from South. And this is when I got put on varsity. I had the 19, my last I had the 20 something. Like my last point was a fast break dunk. After that, Diener walked down from the bleachers and like I'm like, he about to come get Bart. So like I ain't paying him no mind. He tapped me on my shoulder. He was like, go get dressed. I'm like, I don't want to play varsity. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm
Yeah,
still
yeah,
finding myself here at the JV level. Like I'm building my confidence up here.
yeah,
Man, dude, I got dressed, man, and I swear it just went from being the big fish in the little pond to like
yeah,
back to being the dang small fish in the big pond. It's like now I got Yusuf Gray, lockdown defender. You got Marvin Fitzgerald, like just a beast. You got City, like Dominique Sharp, aka City. Just whatever you need, like he gonna do it.
yeah,
Like literally, he a guard, and even though he a guard, a post player, undersized post, he a guard out in the perimeter. Then you got Daryl Dent coming off the bench, lefty shooter, but he played defense. You got like I Marquise Perrine shooting it from unlimited range, like he
yeah.
just a lefty.
This team just loaded.
Then I'm playing with Deontay Garrett, third best point guard in this class, behind Derrick Rose and Eric Gordon. Like this is the stuff that I'm playing with, and I'm seeing every day, and it's like I gotta guard this every day. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like so now when I go play other guys that's my age, I'm not even like threatened.
Not even, yeah. Like,
I'm
cause
not.
I'm playing
I'm
these
like.
guys.
I'm
Yeah.
literally playing the like one of the best guards in the country right now. As a like he's a senior. Like he about to go to college. Like he's top. He's number three. Literally. Like it's like I really like my confidence is so much. Like if I can if I can stay with him like just a little bit. Like I know I can sit down on anybody else because like this is he's 6'5" point guard, bro.
Lanky ass motherfucker. DG
Lanky,
was
like
lanky as hell.
and he only going left and he right-handed. Like every move he doing, he's going to the left. And it's like at that time, it's not that many teenagers that can dribble with both hands dominantly like that. So it's just like this is weird, but like I have to take on that challenge because
Yeah.
if I want to say that I'm on that level and if I got dreams of going here, I need to be able to either stop this or be able to duplicate what I'm like being, was being done to me. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah. Yeah.
so
Yeah.
like it's either
So
one.
yeah, so Diener tapped you and you like, man, I don't even want to do this shit.
No,
But of
I
course,
swear to God,
it's Diener and I
you
mean, you
gotta
go back
listen.
there, of course, right?
Yeah, like you gotta go. You know what I mean? And I get dressed and literally from playing 2 quarters of a JV game, I go right to a practice.
Wow.
And it was literally like damn, like I gotta start over again. You know what I mean? It's like I gotta rebuild these guys' trust, and it's just like again, I didn't know Vincent was a powerhouse high school. Like
Yeah.
I just got into the basketball scene just like 2 summers ago, and I'm only thinking about just middle school. I ain't even think about high school.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
I ain't even seen a high school game until my 8th grade summer when King played Vincent at Vincent. This was Corey Lucia's freshman year, and I was in eighth
Yeah.
grade. So it was just like that was my first high school game, and I'm like, dang, it's packed. Like it's literally like
King versus
2,500
Vincent.
people in here. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's like it was so much at one time for me. I feel like you know what I mean. So and then trying to then you gaining like the popularity, even from adults. Like I'm at the mall with moms and I gotta stop, shake a grown man hand, and I'm 15, 16 years old, and my mom trying to get up out of here now. She don't even like going out now. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because it's like we always gotta stop and talk, and like she didn't like that. So it was just
Yeah.
like,
You already know. Like we all went through that. You know what I'm
hmm
saying? Just being that Vincent. I didn't even understand it at the time. I just thought, they just like this as a basketball team or like this individually. And you know what I'm saying? Because I went through it in middle school, So now that I'm older and look back at it, it's like, no, like people thought we were like damn near NBA stars, bro. Like in their eyes, like for real, though. It was like ridiculous, bro. Looking back at it, bro. Like looking back at it, like even now when people bring up stories, Trent, they just be still like, oh, y'all was so cold, bro. Y'all don't understand. Y'all was supposed to win the state title, all type of shit. You
Man,
know what I'm saying? So
when I like one thing, I think I was I think I was a junior. I think I was going to my junior year, and like I ain't trying to like jump years, but like this is going to what you were saying. Like I knew that I was not on the level I thought I was when we was in Indiana. I think it was the LeBron James tournament. They was talking about. They was like, "Oh, like that team from Milwaukee. Oh, you talking about from where Perry Petty from?" Bro, I'm a kid. I know. So like as I'm playing ball, I have to know like who's the guys of this sport from the city? Like who's the top of the top? Like, cause like I need to keep climbing this ladder. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my mentality. Like I ain't gonna feel like I'm where I want to be until I either compete against the best or I gain a respect from the guys that's the best. You know what I'm saying? Or
hmm
like I want to be stepped. I ain't about to just sit up here like I'm this, I'm this. Like I want to prove it to people. So it's just like but like when I heard that, I'm like, dude, and it wasn't social media, so it's not like his highlights fly. Like you gotta consistently kill for people to know your name and remember you.
yeah, yeah.
Like everybody
Facts.
didn't have a highlight tape. Like you gotta kill consistent. So like when I heard Perry Petty, and I was like, man, I heard of that name from the city. We in Indiana. How you know about
And
him?
that's crazy,
So
bro.
like I'm not there yet because ain't nobody from Chicago talking about me. Ain't nobody from Indiana, Detroit. Ain't nobody talking about me yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So it's like I ain't where I want. So I like that humbled me. As much as everybody else like Trent, you good, you this, 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 this. I'm trying to get further than just city notoriety,
yeah,
state
yeah,
notoriety. I'm trying to go beyond that. So it's just like that's what kept me like humble and competitive and like passionate about winning. You know what I'm saying? Because like I ain't doing it for what other people doing for. I'm trying to get to like a national level of notoriety. You know what I mean? Because like
yeah,
I'm competing now. Like I feel like I'm one of the best guards to come out of the city. If you want to, you know, put off a ability, you know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
that's just a personal opinion. Just from
yeah,
everybody else that I played against. Like they've been playing since they was fifth grade, fourth, third grade. So like they got a huge head start before I did. It took me 2 summers
yeah.
to
That's
like
facts.
to get on. You know what I'm saying? It was just like that was it. So
Yeah,
it's just
you had
like
to
I just
grind. Yeah, you had to grind to get yours though.
so it was like so like and like I've known like yeah, it was just like,
Yeah. Hey,
man.
hey, going back to when Diener gave you that call up. Now I know you told me this story before, but so I'm putting the puzzle pieces together. So I'm assuming it's around this time because D. Gina was a junior. I believe. But your first varsity game, didn't you have to like play against Corey Lucius and like guard him?
Bro, hey, you talk about fear. This is the first and last time I had that feeling. My first varsity game, bro. Now, like I told you not too long ago, I was like, I had to figure out who was who, like who the top dogs in this stuff. And from what I hear, like Corey Lucius, like he class 2008. I'm like, damn, so he only a year older than me. But then there's people saying like, yeah, he better than cats in '07 and '06. You know what I mean? So like he's
Yeah.
so good, he older than guys 2 years older than him. And I'm a year, so like when you hear it so much, you start to believe it. You know what I mean? So like, you know what I mean? So it's just and
Yeah.
I'm not and it's from different crowds of people too. So it's just like All right, cool. Who is this Corey guy? Like I said, it's no social media, so I ain't got no time to prep to see what all like ain't you know what I mean? So like I just have to go out there. Yusuf Gray, our lockdown defender, he his big toe, his toenail had cracked in his shoe. So like, that mess hurt. So like he couldn't play no more. And Diener brought me up to varsity to defend. And like at the time, like that wasn't my identity. Like I'm giving you 20 points a game, you know, but like that's what I got for you. But like he forced me to defend, man. Getting in the game, man, like you got Lucius, and I was just like, this ain't gonna end well, bro. Cause it's like, mind you, the game was so hyped up. We couldn't play at Pius because the gym was too small.
Yeah.
Like the game was so anticipated. So then they also didn't want us to play at Vincent. Like we got the capacity for the people, but they don't want us to have home court advantage. So we
Mm.
went to Wisconsin Lutheran to a neutral site that could fit everybody in there. So we got our high school game got moved to a college stadium. Like that's how
Yeah.
big of the game. That's how big the game was. I
Yeah.
don't think no
Yeah.
other high school game has gotten that big to where they have to move it to a college.
Yeah. That's a fool. I ain't gonna lie. We didn't even experience that.
You know what I'm saying? Like you got powerhouse names on both teams from the same state, and like y'all
And
got to
friends.
and that's the crazy part. Best friends. You know what I'm
Best
saying?
friends.
So it's like going out there having to guard him. You got 3,500 people in attendance. You got Fox 6, Channel 12, TMJ4. Like, somebody gonna see this, and if I
Yeah.
go out
Now,
there guarding him,
when you see, not to cut you off, Trent, but now you hear all the hype about Corey, right? But
mhm,
then you actually see him and you like, nigga spear this little ass nigga. Like that's how my reaction was. I'm gonna be honest. When I met Lil Billy, I heard Lil Billy name since I was in 4th grade. I met Billy in 7th grade. When I
mhm.
met Billy in 7th grade, I could not believe people feared that tiny ass nigga. And I had the same feeling with Corey too. Now, I always heard of Corey name, but I looked at his height. You know, I'm not sold on little ass guards. I'm like, this
Right.
little ass nigga. But when he was a freshman, he was running at us. When we were seniors, they kicked our ass and he won the game. So when you seen Corey, bro, on the court, you like this little nigga, or was you just like, you know what? Enough people said enough. Like this nigga's good. I know he's good.
My first thought was like, damn, this is him.
Yeah.
Like, like this is him. Like this is the guy everybody been talking about. So I'm out there just trying to see, but like he's so ahead of his time. Like he ain't out there just 100 miles per hour. Like he moving at his own pace. Like he ain't rushing it. He ain't like, oh, I'm about to kill him. Go 1-on-1 real quick. He just running the offense. Luckily, I don't wish this on nobody, but like he hurt his dang foot, during the game. So like I really had to like defend him much because like he sat out. But like Corey, from what I've seen, like he just it's a switch. Like
Yeah.
he can turn it on and off whenever he want to, and it's just like that was the difference from like why people talk about him the way that he do compared to other people. Like he just completely got it. Like he can play defense if he wanted to. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it's like I've seen it. Like him, Kwame Mitchell, AAU playground versus DTA at Homestead in the back gym. Like one of the biggest games I ever watched. Like they was like you got number one and two running at each other.
I know that was a good one, man. Them both my little bros too.
Crazy,
Now,
crazy.
yeah, now Trent, you went through a coach transition though, because I know you
Yeah.
played for Hines for JV, and then you played for Diener, but then
Mhm.
I know Diener wound up, if I'm not mistaken, then he leave and go to Hamilton
He
around
left.
that time. And then what coach did you have going into your junior year? Yeah, like your junior senior year.
He left after my junior year. So like starting my
Oh,
senior year is that's when I had like Coach Allen, Coach John
okay.
Allen. He became the head coach of the team, and that my senior year that was rough. That was uh, real questionable year.
Yeah.
So
Why you say it was questionable?
everything was new. Like we done played under the same offense for 3 years. Like everybody understood the offense that you'll be running when you get to varsity. That's why our teams is always good. So when we practice, we already know what we running because we've been doing it since we was freshmen. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we so it's just like, it's just about picking the guys that can actually think and go out there and play. So it's just like having to change a whole new offense, and then you got you got a few seniors that didn't even play the previous year that's on the team, and then everybody else that filled in the roster was just freshmen the year before playing JV. So it's
Oh
like
wow.
so it's just like the team was just so much full of it was just full of unexperienced players. Like not saying that it was just
Bad players.
yeah, like just
Yeah,
not
but
saying that they was bad player, but like just didn't have game experience to understand the situation. Like to be like the awareness wasn't there. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Um, but
So how was that for you? Like just because the grind, like, from the 2 summers you learned everything to playing for Mr. Hines for JV, and then playing for Tom Diener, and then now you playing for John Allen, who probably got a whole new philosophy, and then you with a group of guys who basically juniors and seniors kind of almost going through the same shit that you was going through your 2 summers that you learned.
yeah, so it
How
was
the
just
hell was
like
that for you? Yeah.
yeah, so it was tough, dog, because like you just came from like my freshman year, I was playing with older guys, like they was a year older than me, so like they knew how to play the game, so like I didn't have to think for nobody. Because like they knew what to do and they knew what to expect. Plus, we got Hines as the top dog, so you already know what's gonna happen if you know what I'm saying, follow suit. So um, then to go from my freshman year with Hines, then my sophomore year for like the next 2 years, and then like playing with DG and Bree and them. So like my role ain't as big as it is. Junior year, we get Larry Bradley, like phenom. I'm talking about one and done. And I don't even
Mm,
talk big on about other players like that.
mhm.
Larry Bradley, he came in 6'4" point guard, very unselfish. Like he knew the team that he had. Like I heard people saying, like, man, Larry Bradley, G ball, da da da. Not when he played with us. Like he was the perfect teammate for me at that point in my
Yeah.
like my junior year. Perfect. Ball handler, unselfish, a great passer, can get his own bucket. Like I ain't got to worry about him with the ball. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's just
I heard a lot of good things about Larry Bradley.
like unbelievable talent, like seriously. But then like going to my senior year, like we lose Larry Bradley. So now it's just like a bunch of like guys that's really wasn't expecting to be in the role that they was gonna be in because like we had to rock with what we had. And then you
Yeah.
got grades, and then you got guys, that's I guess like falling out of love with the game of basketball, so they not really taking it serious. And then you got parents that's like, also in the kids' ears, that's like, making them second guess if they want to do it because they annoyed by all this constant, talk about the game. Like they just sick of it. You know what I'm saying? So they just out there really just doing it just cause to just satisfy other people. And like
Yeah.
that, which don't help at all because you got other guys that need them to be at their best so that I could, or they can get to where they want to get to. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah.
I can't do this by myself. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, um, so it was just frustrating, like just the unseriousness that was going on with it, the immaturity that was happening. But I mean, we were teenagers still. But like when I was playing with DG City and them, like they were mature at
Yeah.
16, 17 years old. You know what I mean? Like they knew how to get serious and practice focus. And then when it was over with, they go be kids again. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah. Yeah.
my
Yeah.
senior year, those like I feel like they didn't know how to like lock in. And then, when it was time to, BS around, I ain't mad at nothing with nobody doing. But like, when we in the four lines, bro, like let's just make this hour and a half matter, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So when we leave, when we you know what I'm saying, when we leave, we feel good about something. So like that was just my mentality. And then just playing summer AAU throughout high school, and then I'm playing with from other coaches, and just seeing how like why my teammates why we're winning compared to like my high school team. Like I'm
yeah,
starting to see the difference. Like everybody except they roll AAU, but come high school, everybody have this ego of like you know what I'm saying? This is like,
yeah,
come on, bro. Like I'm just trying to get back upstate.
yeah.
Like, you
Exactly.
know,
What the fuck, Trent? A
oh that no,
thumb?
no, that's the little emoji stuff.
No, yeah,
No, but yeah, like I'm just trying to get back upstate. You know what I'm saying? Because like I figured the more we win, the more we get looked at. You know what I mean? Y'all trying to go Division 1, like we can't go Division 1 if we ain't playing.
yeah. That's true. That's
You know
true.
what I'm saying? So it's like, we
Yeah,
gotta give them a reason to come watch. So
yeah. How was your grades at Vincent?
they was decent, bro. I actually came from like a predominant white institution. Like I was trying to figure out a great way to put it
Yeah,
without sounding away.
yeah,
Yeah, I went to a predominant white institution in my upbringing. Like I grew up like in the neighborhood, but you had to lie on your address just to get enrolled into certain schools. So like I was living off of I was on the east side for real, like off right. Like I was like like writing like something. I was over at my I stayed with my godmom for like 3 years.
yeah.
And she was on the east side. So I stayed with my godmom and Rodney Jones, Hot Rod.
Hot rod.
Yeah, so like Hot Rod, that's my god brother. So like I was living with them, all throughout, my elementary, middle school, like elementary years. So like I went to a white predominant institution. They taught me everything in advance. So by the time I got to high school, like I learned all this stuff. So like
Yeah, that shit was easy.
Vincent was easy. It wasn't challenging. So like I was really just coasting through there. But like I say, like by senior year, that's when it started to like get a little bit challenging. But I was ready for it anyway. Like I got a 3.0 principles. Like how you get in here? You know what I mean? Because it's just
Yeah.
like, like
You a basketball player.
like you a
Basketball
basketball
players don't
player.
get
How you get in here?
3.0s.
I'm like, no, I actually do the work, bro. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
NPS motherfucker, ain't it? But
crazy.
so grades were good. How you feel like your senior was? Like how was recruiting for you at that time?
Uh, Texas State was recruiting me heavy. Coach Omar Larry. I don't know if you
Now
know.
is that
He was
from AAU or is that from Vincent?
probably AAU because like I
Okay.
was killing in high school, but like AAU it was like you more looser.
Yeah.
So it's just like, and we traveling, like we went to Kentucky Hoop Fest, man. We finished number 2. Like every tournament that we went to, we was finishing like top 10.
Okay.
And like, I was playing with like that and I went to Stay in the Game. I played with Stay in the Game. Coach CJ, Curtis Weathers and them over there at the Boys and Girls Club on Sherman, Mary Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
Uh playing with those guys. So I'm playing with like the best the best guys in the city. I'm talking about Anton Bird from Washington, like all like the rest of the crew from Washington that was over there. Um, Me, Mike Weems. Then you got some guys from King. You got Steve Durham, Debonair Townsend. Um,
Squad.
we had Devro Ingram from Custer. I don't know if you remember him, but Devro was so nasty with the handle, bro. Like he had it. He reminded me like a Jamal Crawford with his dribble. Like he had it.
Yeah, I don't know
He
the little
had it.
dude. Yeah.
But he was like 6'1". But yeah, we was strapped. Like we was going out of town, like really like
Yeah.
going that cast.
Getting it in. So you said you had Texas State, and I see that you went to Pratt Junior College, like right after. What happened to like Texas State or what? The other schools that was offering you whatever.
Texas State, it really just came down to the ACT. Like MPS prep for like ACT is not really like the
It's
best.
horseshit.
And I think that's why a lot of like good players don't come to the city conference because of like educational purpose. Like the sports may be good, but like for educational reasons, like that be like like the deal breaker for people. Like we could have had Jarrell Harris from Dominican, come to Vincent. His dad was down for it, but his mom was like, no, because of the academic stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, so like I wasn't, prepped for the ACT, enough or, to be able to pass it. So I went junior college, Pratt Community College down in Kansas,
Okay.
in the Jayhawk conference, like one of the top conference for junior college in Division 1. So,
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
uh,
for sure. Now, when you went there, now, were you there with Lil Monty and is it Marcus Smith that went to Tech?
yep,
Was you with
yep.
them?
Yep. Me and Marcus Smith from Tech, we were both entering there freshmen. Then Monty, Tyrone Gordon, he was a sophomore there. So
Okay.
like we got down there, and it was fun. It was an experience. You know what I mean? Because it's just
Yeah.
like you trying to figure out where you stand with everybody else at. And once again, you going to one of the top conferences, junior colleges, and you're a freshman, and you learning that everybody here code. They just didn't have the grades
Yeah, or didn't pass the
or
ACT or,
didn't pass the
whatever the case may
ACT.
be.
So it's just like, yo, and you got I'm talking about we in Kansas, so we got Big 12 head coaches at the games. Like they're pulling up, like the head coaches. And we played Seward County. Um, we played Seward County. Some dude, he came in, Oklahoma State head coach walked in. He there to watch the dude from Seward, and we at home. I saw him walk in. You know me, like, oh, I need all this.
Yeah, let me turn up,
Like,
man.
bro, like he had 20, I had 25. I'm like, what they talking about? Like they up here handing out scholarships. Come on, G. I know you see
Yeah,
me, fam. Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on with it.
yeah,
Uh it's crazy. Another time, I ain't gonna go too far, but yeah, like Pratt was fun though. It was an experience though, like because like we were good. We weren't expected to be like top team, but like we made it work. We had guys that were excellent at what they did. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
like we just ran into other teams that was just, as a more unified as a team.
yeah, yeah. Now, I went to junior college. I went Virginia, Minnesota, Masabi Range Community College. A lot of people don't know it's in the middle of nowhere. I'm a city dude. I'm coming
Hmm.
straight from Milwaukee, Vincent. I'm straight off 63rd and Keith.
Mm.
I go out there, culture shock for me. Tough transition for me. You know what I'm saying? And truth be told, Trent, the white kids I went to high school with at Vincent, they had some flavor to them. And then
Right. No, for
everybody else was the teachers was white. So I come
yeah,
from you went to Vincent. I come from an all black school. It was tough for me. It was culture shock. I'm telling you, I was ready to get the fuck up out of there. You same way, inner city kid from Milwaukee, went to Milwaukee Vincent. You go to Kansas. Now, granted, you had a couple guys from Milwaukee. How was that transition for you?
like I knew of the guys, like I knew of Marcus, I knew of Monty, but I didn't know
Okay.
them like that. You know what I'm saying? So like we weren't like, but because we all from the same city, that's what like, bonded us together. Plus we hooped, so that was the thing. So we gotta represent from where we from. You know what I mean? Like we
Hmm.
we not about to be like, "Man, I'm from uptown. I'm from the east side. We from Milwaukee. We represent the city now. You know what I mean? Because we outside. So it's like that was cool. Like with those guys for sure. But like the culture shock, man. Listen, what was school start? The school starts in what, September? End of September. My
Yeah.
birthday is in October. I
So
caught a
you
flight
celebrating
back.
your birthday up there? Oh, okay. You went
I
back
caught
home.
a flight back home
Excuse
so fast. But like this what made me not want to ever come back to Milwaukee. Like I literally was in Kansas thinking I was missing out on like stuff, like all the people I graduated high school with. And this is no knock to them, like whatsoever. But it's just like I came back and like everybody was just doing the same stuff that we were doing before. Like not everybody, people working. You have most people, some
Yeah.
people still going to school, working on their degrees and stuff like that. You got people like that's entering like parenthood and stuff like that. So like, I'm starting to see like, my life don't blend in with theirs anymore, or like the times don't match up
Mm,
anymore. So like me being here really is a waste of time. Cause like I got stuff I gotta do too. And like priorities are different now with people because like our parents aren't taking care of us. Well, some of us still, you know what I mean? And you gotta like you can't be selfish as a person to think like, well, why you ain't making time for me, man? Because like they living situations different now. You know what I mean? Like
mhm.
they parents not taking care of them or paying their cell phone bills no more. They an adult now. They graduated high school. You know what I mean? So like I was just like, I'm gonna just take my ass back to Kansas, even though it's terrible there. Like we got rodeos and stuff like that, cow manure. Like the building,
Common.
the biggest building there was Walmart.
Wow.
It was probably two police cars in that town.
Wow. So very, very boring. Yeah, where's I know Pratt in Kansas.
Literally like 40 some like 50 minutes from Wichita.
Okay.
Kansas have no professional basketball team.
They sure don't. All college team.
They only have college teams. Lawrence, Kansas is where Kansas University. Manhattan, Kansas is Kansas State. I've been to both campuses actually. Um, Wichita, the Shockers, which they were very interested in me and stuff. I still got the letters and stuff from them and all the other colleges, but yeah, like that was the highlight for Kansas. Like
Yeah, yes.
The Chiefs was terrible at the time, like so like the football team was
The Chiefs
nothing.
was terrible.
So the state was just dead. You know what I
It was
mean?
dead, yeah. So how did you like overcome that? How did you stay focused out there?
I was in the gym every day. When I like after that freshman year, like going through that year, I was in the gym every day. Like you trying to meet new people, but like you said, it's a culture shock. You coming from the city, you around and Milwaukee being so segregated, you were only around black people. So you go to Kansas and you trying to like be a good, you trying to be yourself around, people that's not the color of your skin or come from your background. Like it feels weird to me and it feel forced. So like I would just rather not. So I just stuck to myself, which eventually turned out to make people come to me more because I was so like distant from everybody. So
Yeah.
like, it was drawing people, like it was doing the opposite of what I wanted it to do. So it was like,
You know how that shit go, dog. You
uh,
quiet, you standoffish to them, you don't wanna speak. They wanna know what the hell you got going on, what type of attitude he got, stuff like that. Cause
I'm
I
here
was
on
like that my
business.
first
Man.
year.
Like I'm
Yeah,
here for one reason, honestly. Like all that other
that's
stuff,
exactly
I'm
how I
cool.
was.
I'm cool.
Yeah. Dude, that's exactly how I was, Trent, I'm telling you. And it's so funny to even think that my first year in Minnesota, people thought that I was quiet, not knowing that I was silly and you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be. It was just I don't fucking know y'all. I never seen y'all. I'm really like, and we gotta be honest.
Mhm.
Where we from,
You can't be
white,
that way with
or
everybody.
you can't, but Caucasians are known for calling rape on black males.
Oh
So
yeah.
I
I don't
stayed
even listen.
away. Like, nope. I heard about y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, but you wind up doing 2 years there at Pratt College, or you did one?
I did 1 year. I did 1 year there. Like even though the conference was a great conference, like if you wanted to go somewhere, like that was the conference. But like things happened on that team, like I just did not respect. You know what I'm saying? Just coming from like things happened on that team, like, and I just didn't. I'm not gonna speak on the incident. It wasn't
Yeah.
involved with me, but I just couldn't respect the leader, behaving that way. So like I just
Okay.
felt it was just best to, go somewhere else and like try somewhere else. I just felt like if I'm good enough to make any team, like so, and I feel like I'm impactful enough to change the trajectory of like the history of the team too, just because of my experience and like the knowledge that I've gained over time and just playing
Yeah,
basketball with like great guys from the city, you know, every day when I'm here. So it's just like,
yeah. I respect that. So once you leave Pratt, that's when you go to North Dakota State College of Science.
yeah. And this was the first time I've actually played with somebody where I didn't feel like I was the best player.
Now,
Since
what hold on, what division is that? That's one?
it's
And
Division 1.
okay, D1. Okay.
Yep,
So,
Division 1.
all right, so go ahead. You said you felt like you wasn't
Like
the best player.
this is probably the first team where I was just like clearly I'm not the best player. And like I was playing with an All American. His name was Hanif Nixon Hughes from Philly.
What's his what's his race?
He's black.
And his name is what?
Hanif Nixon Hughes.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
He don't look nothing like his name. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
Like if you was to see him, you'd be like, "This you." But man, when I say cold, he from
Oh,
Philly. Cold. I'm talking about different. He was
yeah.
every post move ever. He got it. His footwork was on 100. Like his it was Hall of Fame, bro.
Yeah.
Like
On
in
some
the post
2K
though,
shit.
like 6'5". He like 6'5" in the post. I couldn't guard him. I don't never just flat out just say I can't guard nobody.
Yeah.
I couldn't guard him. Like he shot 100% from the three that year.
Come
He
on,
sh-
Trent.
he
That's
shot
ridiculous.
he shot 15 threes and he made all 15
And that was for the season, right?
for
Of
the
course.
season. We played 32 games
Okay, I'll give him that. That's the food though. 15 threes.
and he made all of them. So like, ain't bro, he was an All American his freshman year and the year that I played with him.
Damn, what you do?
I led. I was top 50 at 3 point percentage. I shot 50. I shot 41.4% from the three. I averaged 13 points. That's what the year I played with Siobhan Scott too. But
Oh,
the all
Siobhan went there too?
yeah, Siobhan was there too.
Yeah, shout out to my little bro, Siobhan Scott, baby.
Siobhan Scott, he was out there too. We was balling like Siobhan. He was averaging double figures. I averaged double figures. Like I say, like 4 out of 5 starters was averaging double figures.
Oh yeah, that's
But it
cold.
was
That's
like
when basketball was changing anyways.
yeah,
Like
and
you
like
yeah, you came from a cold era. Like, we was like our era, like only one motherfucker average, two motherfuckers average double figures.
and you know what's crazy about that team and like I don't know if this was before we started like recording, but I was saying like in college, like my sophomore year and my junior year is probably the best 2 years that I had like in
Yeah.
college. And I think it was like I'm playing with like Siobhan, I'm playing with an All American, and like I see this on the roster, and like I'm not trying to come in and step on nobody's toes, but like over time I start to see like they start to like the ball is shifted from like the All Americans, and it's like it's coming to me now. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and I'm just letting it happen. You know what I mean? Because it's just like this your team, big dog. You know what I'm saying? You the All American. You know what I'm saying? You seen it all, and like like you down there on the post, I'm out here on the perimeter. But now it's getting to the point where it's just like Trent, we need a bucket. You the only one that's hitting these wild shots. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, come
I
on,
like
man.
that you admitting that you was making wild ass shots.
No, like I was just talking to my little bro Andrew Lewis the other day. I was just like I don't take shots that I think I'm gonna miss.
Yeah, that's true. Hey,
Like I
I
just
take that.
think that's a dumb thing. Why would you shoot that? Like cuz clearly I thought I was gonna make it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's
that's true.
like I've played enough to know like my strong, like my strong suits and my ability, you know what I mean? Like now the timely of the shot. Now that could have been fixed, you know what I'm saying? Like the timing of the shot, but like by the grace of God, like he direct the ball in the hoop, and I had those moments, you know what I'm saying? So they come in perfect timing, but um it was like North Dakota, like those guys, they was really like coming to me like, all right, Trent, like come on, go ahead. It was a time a coach called timeout, told everybody to like stay on the floor, and like he came over, he yanked me up like I don't care what those guys are telling you out there. you better shoot the fucking ball. And this was like towards like getting towards the middle of the season where I'm like starting to shoot the ball a lot more now. And like I'm starting to hear like murmuring and like mothers like Trent, you know, you shooting this bitch a lot now. You know what I mean? Like you getting, you know what I'm saying? But like I'm making it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like so like I'm starting so now I'm thinking about them too. So like now I'm up here passing up shots to like pass like make the extra pass and like my coach looking like Trent, why
Shoot
you
that
ain't
bitch.
shoot that? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So like he came up to me, he was like, Trent, man, I don't care what they out there talking about. When you get the ball, shoot it if you want to. And like when a coach is giving you the confidence and like the confirmation of take whatever shot that you want, him telling me that made me not want to do that.
Why
Now
though?
I'm not, but now I'm out here thinking about like now, all right, if you tell a kid take whatever shot that you want, he's gonna be power hungry. Like he gonna power trip, bro. He gonna think that he like really Kobe or something out there. I was like, all right, I ain't really gotta force it, but like now I know that if I do take a shot, he ain't gonna trip. And that's really
Yeah,
be in the back of the like player's mind is worrying about the coach. You know what I mean? Because
that's
like they
true.
want to play. So it's just like now that gives me more comfort as a basketball player to be comfortable out there doing what I'm doing. So that way, because like I ain't worried about it. Like if he called me out, he's just gonna talk to me like yada yada yada. All right, boom, you back in the game. So like I was just like I can shoot if I want to, but like I didn't want to because like I want to win. And now in my head
Mm,
it's like I'm not gonna win the game if I'm out here just shooting it every time. Like I got an All American on my team. I got Siobhan Scott. I got a point guard, Norris Rump from Savannah, Georgia. He can score 30 if he wanted to, but he'd rather get 12 assists a game, and that's what he averaged.
yeah, yeah.
You know
Now
what I
let me
mean?
ask you this though, Trent. You average 13. You balling, you were the All American. You said you with Siobhan. Your coach giving you the green light, the confident. And tell me, I don't want to go like too ahead, but why leave there and go to St. Leo?
Because North Dakota State College of Science is also a jury college, and
Oh,
I
that
and
was a junior college. Got you.
yeah,
So this
so
was your second year.
yeah, that was my
Okay,
second year
got
at
you, got you,
JUCO.
got
Yeah, and then I was in North Dakota. Had it like shot over 41% from the three, shot like 47 from the field that year. Averaged like 13.4 that year, and I was getting Division 1 looks. And Eastern Illinois, out of all the ones I got, Eastern Illinois was the only one that was close to the crib. And like I
you.
done played college ball in Kansas, North Dakota. Like I want to come somewhere close to the crib, so that way, if people did want to come see me play, they can just drive down 2 hours to come see me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So that was my mindset. Um, when they came to to the school up in North Dakota, and like we had a practice, and I didn't know who they was here for. I'm thinking they here for the All American, like he the big dog. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But like they show came into practice, sat down, so I'm in here normal practice or whatever, doing my thing. And then after practice, coach had brought me into the hallway, and the coaches are standing out there like, "Yeah, we want to offer you. Like, you look real good. This, that, da, 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 da." I'm like, "Yeah, so we gonna schedule an official visit to come to campus, check it out, whatever. We gonna have you,
mhm,
shadow a player around or whatever." And it's funny that so like I go on the visit, I get to Eastern Illinois. They showing me around. Tony Romo went to that school, and I don't know if you remember, but man, what's his name? I just was saying it in my head, but Alfonso McKinney. He played for the Golden State Warriors, number 28.
I I remember him. Yeah,
He bounced around from the Warriors to the Bulls or whatever. He from Chicago. He went to Eastern Illinois. He ended up transferring to UW Green Bay. But like he was the one that was shadowing me around and just, pretty much just, telling me how it is or whatever. But like he ended up leaving that year after that. So and like stuff went on with the coaching and stuff, which made me pretty much, you know, choose St. Leo after I done told St. Leo no because like every kid's dream is to play Division 1. So
yeah,
St. Leo,
fact.
so like St. Leo came at me like, "Hey Trent, we want to offer you a scholarship, blah blah blah." I was like, nah, because I want to play Division 1. And like I know that if I can get on that stage and show that what I'm capable of doing, like my abilities, like I have a better chance at, you know what I mean, getting to where I want to be. Like the main goal is like playing professional ball and stuff like that. It was just the stage that I was on that I needed to get to in order for them to see that, like I've been averaging 13, 14 points like my whole career in college, like since a
Yeah.
freshman. You know what I mean? Like we played Division 1 schools, like kill them. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
it's not the competition. Like they say Division 1, ACC, whatever, Big 12. Like I'm running at them.
Yeah.
You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Like I know that I'm built for this level. I just got to get to that, to that stage. So that was pretty much the difference, for me. I feel like, so I ain't blaming no coach. I'm not blaming like no game,
Yeah.
no team. Like that was all on me. You know what I mean? So like I already knew what was up.
Yeah. So you don't go to Eastern Illinois.
Nope.
And then I know at the time that my homeboy J.R. Blount, shout out to my boy J.R. Blount, I believe he's on that staff when you go to St. Leo. Was
Yeah.
he him and Randall in your ear about coming to St. Leo? And what made you choose like go to St. Leo?
Really, what made so like after I told St. Leo no, like they pretty much went on with their recruiting, and
Okay.
it was like I want to say like damn near like a month before like school start, and like I'm up here like I pretty much decided on not going to East Illinois. Um, so like I had to get my NIL like unsigned. I had to get that cleared, and that took about 2 weeks. Then at the same time, I'm texting, I'm texting my friend that attends Leo, Jarrell, and like we just talking, like me and Jarrell just conversate. We talking through like third person. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So, um, so that goes on. Everything get clear. Like Randall was like, "No, I'm gonna finish my recruiting." So like if everybody, if I'm gonna keep going. You told me no, I'm gonna keep going. But if somebody, end up not taking the scholarship, then I circle back to you.
Mm.
One of the guys that was getting offered the scholarship was from Milwaukee, and he said no. So the scholarship came back to me, and I could have sat out a year and probably went somewhere else, or tried it that way. But like I wanted to play. Like after the year I just had, like I just said,
Hmm.
like my sophomore year was probably that was the first year I felt like I was like one of the coldest. So it's just
Yeah.
like I wanted to keep playing. So like and it's like Florida. I get to play with my best friend. Like I like one of my best friends, like Jarrell Harris. You know what I mean? Like, got another guy from Milwaukee. Like every school that I went to, somebody from Milwaukee was there on the team.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was
But
like
Jarrell, your best friend, though.
like
That's different.
I grew up like I've been knowing Jarrell since sixth grade. So like I'm getting to play with Jarrell. I know what type of player he is. Like I know that like this is help. Like I know
Yeah.
I got
And
help.
that was like his breakout year too. Like, cause I think he went to like Stevens Point or something.
Yeah, he went to UW Stevens Point. They ended up
And
winning
then
the
and then
national
went out
championship.
there and I started hearing his name like, oh shit. You know what
Like
I'm saying?
people when they talk about like players out of the class of 2009, like in Milwaukee, though he didn't play in the city conference, but like to me, Jarrell was the best point guard in our class, hands down,
2009.
hands down.
Hands down.
Like there was no other player to me that came close. Overall,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah. Yeah.
no.
Yeah. So you go out there, J.R. Blount, and I always heard about Randall from a lot of people. Like, I really do. And before I ask you the question I was gonna ask you, and just going through the experience at St. Leo, right? I feel like you had a good career there. How much do you appreciate J.R. Blount and Coach Randall?
Well, I appreciate them, but I'm also like like Coach Beam, he was there too. Like
Okay.
Coach Brian Beamish, like he like all three of those guys, like they gave me like different like they gave me like different type of like criticism,
Okay.
constructive criticism. You know, it was JR, he was more of a like, I know what you trying to accomplish out there, but like if you do it this way, like try to, do it this way, like he'll rock with you more if you, do it, try it this way. You'll still be able to do what you want to do, but just try it this way. And then you got, Beam, he's more of like the Zen coach. He's more like the calm. He's Zen, so he just like, hey man, like he just keep it simple, nothing too fancy. He ain't hitting you with no slick words. He just keeping it real simple to like, it's
Yeah.
like, all right, but then you always gotta have like that one, that's gonna yell, and that's Randall. But like what I love about Randall, he is a competitive coach.
Yeah. I have heard that before.
He's a competitive. Like he wants to win more than anything. And I think him and I clashed our my first year there because we were both competitive and we went about it differently. Like we both
Mm.
had the same goal every day. We just went
Winning
about it
and being competitive. Hmm.
and we went about it differently. And the funny thing about Coach Randall is he coached Oshkosh West, which was the team that beat us my sophomore year in high school in the state championship.
You learn shit every day. I
Yeah.
never knew that.
hmm So
So do you kind of didn't like him deep down inside around that time?
I mean, I was salty because he would literally wear that Stephen Point championship national ring, and then he would win that Oshkosh West state championship ring, and it's like you beat me for that. Like you beat me for that ring. So then, before games, jokingly he was like, Trent, let's try to get one of these together. Like and that would be that. And it's just like, all right, so like Coach Randall, like he's a hard nosed coach. He's like another Coach Hines, but like he mean well. Like he want to win. He want to see you
Mhm.
in the best position possible. Like he fight for his players, but he also like will get on you. You know what I mean? So that way you can be as good as you want to be. And it's just like he will fight for you as long as you doing what you're supposed to. Like seriously, like the man, like he great coach, great man off the court, like amazing. Coach JR, he helped
That's
me out so much
rough.
as a basketball player because like he just came back from England because he
Yeah.
played professional here. He just got back from England. And like so he up here like in my head, like Trent, do this move, or like, hey, they guarded you like this. So next time when you come off the screen, here, it's like pause for a minute to keep on your back. Like he just telling me it's like he playing my player. You know what I mean? But and I'm listening, you know what I mean? Because it's like, why not? He just came from playing in a top league in England. Then I got a
Mhm.
winning coach again. It's like I'm in my sophomore year all over again. But like
Yeah.
now I'm playing a role of Deontay Garrett and Burkese Perrine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got a great head coach, assistant coach. He just came from playing. You know what I mean? So it's like, man, if I had this boom earlier, like by the time I got here, I would have been like
Yeah.
already developed. So it was just like
Wow. Yeah. Mhm. And I know you
amazing.
got a chance to watch JR interview when I interviewed JR Blount,
hmm
and, I can't remember exactly what he said, but it was really like he said something really good about you. Like, dude, this dude Trent, man, like I seen this dude boom, 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 boom. And I want to say it was against Miami. But how was your reaction when you watched this interview and heard the assistant for Iowa State men's basketball, make that comment about you? How did you feel about that?
I ain't gonna lie, like that felt good. You know what I mean? Getting the recognition from not only somebody that's known from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, like he's one of those ones. You know what I mean? So like his words mean a lot. So to get that type of acknowledgement, from one of the big homies is like it means everything to me. You know what I mean? Because it's like it's not that many people that can get that. You know what I mean? Because like those are the gatekeepers, and like the gatekeepers ain't gonna let people in that ain't like that for real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just like just to be talked about like amongst the great people that came out of this state. Like that's more than enough for me. Like that's all I want. You know what I mean? Like just don't forget about me. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
like I ain't got to be top three, top five. Top on your. I just mention me. You know what I mean? Like that's it.
Yeah.
Like so. Just hearing that, like that meant a lot for me. Like I ain't even
Yeah.
gonna lie to
Yeah.
you. Like that meant everything.
Yeah. And you know, me and JR, we go way, way back. So, you know, we talk. And Trent, you know, you fam too. You know how I
Right.
can be, how we
Oh yeah,
talk
most definitely.
behind this camera, off camera. And excuse me, the way JR explained it though, and you know, he's the assistant, he's watching the game here. But
Hmm.
I want to hear you, I want to know your POV, your point of view of going into that game playing against Miami, and you played so motherfucking good, you was kicking their ass. But I want to you explain how you felt when you played them, a D1 team too.
So, coming into senior year, like we going through boot camp or whatever, and I don't know if other players do this, but like I want to see the roster for the season. Like I want to
Mm.
see the schedule. Like I want to see who we got. Like I know in the beginning of the season we gonna get hit with some tough teams, but it's just a tester just to see where we at.
Yeah.
University of Miami, they was coming in number 3 in the country in the eighth, and like they number 3 in the country coming in. Dog, we have a rule on the team like if you late to class, it's gonna be consequences. And if you're a starter, obviously you gonna start the game. But like the way my schedule was set up, it was like dog, like it's either I gotta eat or I'm gonna be hungry in class. And we just had like a 3 hour practice. Like man, listen,
That's
5
ridiculous.
minutes, I ain't missing nothing. I ain't missing nothing in class if it's 5 minutes. But like I ain't saying that to influence nobody watching, but you know what I'm saying? But like you
Yeah.
you gotta make a decision, bro. It's like you gotta pick your poison. Like I'm starving, bro. We just had a 3.5 hour practice. Like I just burnt every calorie that I had. So it's just like I'm about to go to the calf real quick, make a sandwich, and then I run to the classroom. I'm late to class. Word get out, coach hear about it. Trent, you not started, you come off the bench, put somebody else in the game. Cool. Now I'm on the bench. Game time come. Uh, Trey McKinley Jones. He also from Milwaukee. Uh, we in the warm up line. I feel a ball hit me on my back, and I turn around like, bro, who the hell is this? Like Trent, what up? But then like as he got closer, I saw. I'm like, oh Trey, what up? I'm like, bro, how you get here? So we chopping up, whatever. Like, yeah, bro. Like I told him, like, shit, y'all, you ain't about to bust my ass. He was like, shit, like, but I told him about you for sure. I was like, oh yeah, I ain't even starting. This all good. Blah blah blah. Game time come. Chim Kadima run off.
Chim, my
Chim
dog.
Chim Kadima run off 12 straight points. I'm talking about the first shot go in all net, second shot go in all net, third shot all net, and now it's just like I'm seeing him make the shots, but like I'm starting to notice that they are all net. So I'm like,
Hold on. Chim Kadima played with you at St. Leo?
yeah, he
Oh
can't. He
my
like
God.
so, so like
Oh,
so
okay,
my,
finish the
my
story. I'm sorry, Trent, but damn, shout out to my little bro Tim though.
all right. So yeah. So like I'm on the bench. Chim torching like 12 points straight. I'm talking about we going back and forth. Tim get the ball, do his thing, bucket. We run the offense, Tim get the ball, get a bucket. About his third shot, I'm starting to notice like, bro, the ball is not touching the rim. So in my head, the rim is like getting wider.
Yeah.
Soon as I hear Randall Trent, go get such a man, what? All right, bet. Let me, let me break a sweat first before I get going. Man, I'm up here playing defense. By the time we get back to the offensive end, I get a shot. I get the ball passed to me. He tried to go for the gamble. He missed it. I catch it, one dribble pull up, three from the left side wing. It go in. I'm like, oh, it's over.
And you just
I
feeling good.
After that, like I just gotta see one shot go in. After that, like it just opened up a gate of just like, well, whenever it's open, we're gonna take it. I ain't gonna lie, like I don't like talking about myself because it just sounds arrogant. But
Yeah.
like Miami wasn't even the best game I've played that year. But
Wow.
performance wise, like it wasn't. But like if you want to look at the statistical, like I had a great game, but I was killing them.
Bad. And this when they had like Shane Larkin, like you
Shane
said.
Larkin, bro, they you got a draft pick on this team. Like y'all won the ACC that year. We talking about the ACC with like Duke, North Carolina, uh, like with Wake Forest and them. Like the ACC Division One. Like we know what teams are in there, and they won it, and I'm busting their ass. So what like so mentally it's just like it ain't doing nothing for me because like I'm supposed to be on this level anyway.
Ooh, I like that, Trent. Talk your shit, dog. I like that shit.
You know what I mean?
My mama, dog.
Like it's
Yeah.
I'm not psyched off of this. Like to everybody, Trent, man, you done. I'm supposed to be on that level anyway. You know what I mean? Plus, like to go back to my upbringing, like I was playing with an NBA point guard. Like I'm playing against the best guys in the city every day, and I feel like Milwaukee's so slept on. Like we really have great players in Milwaukee. So when I leave Milwaukee and go anywhere, I don't think no other city can compete with us. Like if you get the best of us in our at our best and you put us up against anybody else from another city, I got money on Milwaukee. Like and I don't care who you pick.
I'm with you on that, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
and that's just me. I done ran up against some guys from Chicago. I got respect from guys from Chicago. That's like, no, Trent got it. And Chicago is a highly respected city for basketball. New York, the Philly guy, highly respected. Like
Yeah.
I'm trying to get respect from the guys that you know what I'm saying? Like that's going like no, hey y'all, no, he good. He decent. No, let him in. You know what I'm saying? Like one of those. So like playing Division One guys, like we didn't I that did not phase me. And then it's just like, oh, this Division One, they number three in the country. All right, cool. Then 2 days
Mhm.
later we played Florida State. And like I'm like the only difference from Division One and any other division is just that they're just stronger.
That's
That's it.
it.
That's it.
Yeah.
They just stronger. That's it. And a lot of the time they not even really good.
Yeah. And y'all wind up beating Miami though,
We beat
correct?
my we beat Miami. I had 27 coming off the bench.
Off the bench. Now y'all hear that now, right? For those that's watching, came off the bench, 27 points. This is a Miami team, Division 1 team with Shane Larkin and some other, NBA prospects, and they beat a Division 2 team, beat a Division 1 team, and they was number 3 in the country, dog. And my little bro Trent turned up, man. Yeah, then I know you all didn't lose much about to Florida State. Y'all probably
Oh,
only lost by what 4, 6 points. You told me.
yeah. Like, yeah, the Florida State game was crazy because I don't know if like you've been in that gym facility, but like it's you know how the Al McGuire is?
Yeah, yeah,
Bro, but theirs is like in the ground. Bro, I could not breathe. And then you in Florida, so they already below sea level.
yeah. That's
So
true.
it's like when you got stuff in the ground, the air different. I couldn't breathe. Like as soon as we like practicing warm ups and stuff, I was straight. But like game time, bro, I could not breathe in there. I'm really struggling. Like every up and down, like every two up and downs, bro. I'm looking at Coach Randall. I'm looking at JR. Like, bro, I need one, bro. I can't breathe. Like I couldn't
Man,
breathe in there. I'm up here taking little Gatorade square little things. It's like I'm walking to the bench, the trainer passing them to me. Like I'm up here like trying to get water. While we on offense, I'm by the bench, like literally just trying to like stay like throughout the whole game. I couldn't breathe for some reason. I still led our team in scoring like 14, 15.
okay.
And we lost
But
by
y'all
like
just fell
four.
short. Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah. That's
if like you know what I'm saying? Like we would have beat two ACC teams. And Florida State was top 25. They was 21.
Damn.
I like I
That's
couldn't
cold.
breathe, bro.
Yeah, yeah. Damn, 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 damn. Dog, y'all had a squad too. You, Jarrell, Chim, and you
No,
got the
man.
coaching staff.
John Adams, Tom Neary. We have Marcus Rue. He just got inducted to the Hall of Fame at St. Leo. Like he got Player of the Year our senior year, Academic Player of the Year in all the division. All the NCAA. Man had a 4.0 like the whole time he been at St. Leo for 2 years.
That's cold.
Like seriously,
That's
like he
cold.
ideal like player, student athlete that you would like to have as a coach. So like great players. Like seriously, we had guys that just accepted they role. And
Yeah,
that's just the key to a great team. Like you got guys that know that they not about to come out here and score 20 points and they okay with that. Or you got guys that's about to just I'm about to defend, bro. I'm about to get 5 steals today. Like
yeah,
that's their goal. And when you got guys that's locked on other things of the game and as a collective, man, like y'all are unstoppable. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Now, the rest of your time at Leo, how would you overall rate it? Like, how much did you like being at St. Leo? Like, did you get any awards, accolades? Because I know you had a team, like a good team. Trent looking around like, hell yeah, motherfucker, yeah. So, how did it end for you at St. Leo? Like, was
Uh,
you highly satisfied?
I wasn't satisfied because I feel like with that team, like if I had that team for 4 years, we for sure would have won. Personally, I feel like if I have 4 years with that team that I had played with, we would have won at least one national championship, Division II.
Mm,
And I just truly feel that way because we was a new team. Everybody was new. Everybody was like trying to fill themselves out. We was winning on the fly. Like we was expected to be. We was voted last in the preseason polls. My first year there, we tied for third place and went to the school's first NCAA tournament ever. Then the following year, we conference champs. Like we was like making a name for ourselves. Like we was like, all right, yeah, we here. Like all that old history with these two teams being the top dogs. Like no, like no, I'm here now. So like
yeah,
this about to we about to shake this up real quick because like all the programs I came from, I was at winning programs. So like my DNA is winning.
yeah.
Like I only know
Mhm.
how to win. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you put me with just give me another dog, bro, and I'm we gonna ride like for sure.
On my life. But yeah, just hearing your whole overall, like from the beginning, until you got done hooping, like like I told you this all, I enjoy your game and I like your grind too. But I'll tell you this shit all the time. You are, I mean, besides Aaron Brooks and Mike Nelson from motherfucking Madison Memorial, I legit seen Javon get his ass kicked. Javon Campbell, he got his ass kicked by them two people. But you are the third person. Understand what I'm saying, bro? We played a lot of basketball. We played against a lot of people, Trent. And Javon would lock some shit up for real. You are the third person from Q Bar Eyes that I have seen. Like, damn, this dude is busting Javon ass, bro. Like, I'm like, this dude is talented. You was a very talented player, bro. Very smart player, bro. And you just got that laid back demeanor, dog. If y'all don't know Trent got a laid back demeanor. He cool as a bitch. You know what I'm saying? But he'll kick your ass on the court. So, all that being said, I will never forget. I know you're gonna remember this, Trent. I was excited to see your highlight tape because I didn't heard so much stuff about you. And remember, we
Mhm.
was at Auntie Crib. It was me and you. You popped your tape in. Was it tape, DVD, maybe DVD? I don't
Yeah,
know.
it was a DVD for sure at the time.
DVD. Damn, I'm old, cuz cut me some slack. Trent showed me his DVD, I think from St. Leo,
Hmm.
and I'm like, oh, cuz you gotta go overseas. You gotta go fucking overseas. You remember that shit? I'm like, you gotta go overseas, bro. You killing like this? I'm like, yeah, you gotta go.
Yeah.
And I remember you saying, "Yeah, man, I think I'm gonna, try to make that transition." I didn't follow up after that. All right.
Hmm.
What what happened after St. Leo? Like did you pursue trying to go overseas or what?
I did. So like the first thing first, after St. Leo, the Fort Wayne Mad Ants, the NBA G League team,
Okay.
invited me to a practice. Went there, did that for about 3 days. Like it was three
Okay.
days or whatever. Didn't make the final cut, but the coach from Fort Wayne Mad Ants hit up the guy at Iowa Energy because like they was also hosting, tryouts or whatever. Um, did the practice with Iowa Energy. They now something else now. I think like the Iowa Wolves or something like that.
Okay. Yeah.
But I did that tryout, and that was like for 2 days. The second day, they was like I got cut from that team, and it was like really the transition was like pretty tough because like every team I tried out for, I done pretty much made. You know what I mean? It
Yeah.
was like, and then it wasn't like I was making my shots. You know what I'm saying? I was defending, but now now I'm stepping into a different realm of like how things are worked. And like if teams already got a player with your dynamic, they not gonna look for somebody else with the same thing because they trying to build a complete team. They don't need too many of the same stuff. So again, like I don't blame like man, it was politics and all the other stuff. It was just simply like they just didn't need the player that I was, for their team. You know what I mean? It wasn't
Right.
that like niggas wasn't good enough or all the other stuff. It just makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So so like after that, like the G League, I ain't hear nothing else from them. And then I went down to Orlando for like the Canada, the CBA.
Mm-hmm.
Did that, did pretty well. Then I went to Vegas with them, did another one. So I was just doing like these camps and like it pretty much started to like, lead to nothing or whatever. But then like
Okay.
as I started to get discouraged about it, and this was like years after, I want to say like a year or two, like 2 years within after so like 2015. But then I ended up landing like this little opportunity to play like semi pro at Illinois.
Okay.
And like pretty much like a lot of those games get like watched from like coaches from like out of the country. Like you see where it's coming from, the viewers. And yeah, like it was a lot of talk going on, contracts, and then I ended up breaking my hand.
I
And
remember
then
that.
if I ended up breaking my hand, and like after that it was over. Like I stopped hearing from like, coaches and all that other stuff. And they was like, we need updated film. We need to see you, with your hand back good and stuff like that now. So like they gotta see film, and it's just like, dang, I gotta play. You know what I mean? And like it wasn't no leagues and nothing. So like I had workout films and stuff like that, but like they wanted actual game footage, like
Actual game.
updated game footage. So like I could, I couldn't do that. So yeah, that was pretty much that. Then like I just transitioned into just working out kids and
Yeah.
like
And I was gonna ask you that too, Trent. You know, and I'd say this all the time because I don't be want to forget. I'm a forgetful motherfucker.
no, it's all
But excuse me, cuz. But Miles McKay,
right.
he watched my podcast and he told me, like, dude, I want you to start asking people, players, coaches, whatever, the transition after basketball. And for me,
Hmm.
that shit was tough. I'm like, hold on, dude. I gotta go to work. I gotta pay rent. Oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Dude, that shit was hard for me, Trent, for a
Yeah.
long time. And I was done in '09, your freshman year in high school. You feel what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So that was very, very, very tough. And I had a son. I just had little Quentin. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So how was that transition for you to know, like, damn, I'm putting basketball in my rear view fucking mirror, bro, and now I gotta, I gotta work to take care of myself and whatever. So how was that transition for you, bro?
It was hard. It was hard transitioning back into the life that you lived before you even started playing basketball because like from the age of 13 until you was 24, like you literally 25, you literally playing basketball your whole life, like every day. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like um just transitioning to like just going back to being like in a regular life, like it took for me to be around good people. It took for me to like hear like positive things about like the journey that I had experienced, like me not having nothing to hang my head about. Like just think about it. Like you didn't even care to play. This was just something that you did because one of your homies asked you to do it. And then
Mm.
you just grew to love it for the competitiveness, you know what I'm saying? And along the way with basketball, like the perks that come with it, you know what I mean? Like, you walking you at a club or whatever. Oh, Trent, man, you come in, you ain't gotta sit in no line, or you walk in a fast food restaurant or something, there's a girl back there, somebody that know you. Oh, Trent, you want something to eat? Oh, you ain't gotta pay. So like it's perks that come with it, you know what I'm saying? Just because of who you are. But like I never let that lead, like that's not who I am. Like, yeah, to y'all, I'm a basketball player, but I always kept myself as a regular person. So like
Yeah,
trans to like getting a job, like I wasn't ashamed of working a job. I saw my mom do it all her life, so it can't be that bad. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So it's like, but like finding a job that you want to do, that's the hard part. It's not
yeah,
working because like you've been working for the past 10 years and like you thought that was the hardest shit ever. The
yeah,
workouts, practice, being yelled at, the mental stress, all of that. Like you just went through that. That can't be nowhere near hard. No, it can't be as hard as going to work.
yeah, exactly.
Like you've been getting up early. You've been getting up doing something that you didn't want to do. And I think basketball, like it helps people like with life situations. Just like if they look at it differently, like they see it. Like you've been getting up early, you've been working hard. Life been throwing like coaches been throwing plenty curveballs at you to challenge you in ways just to see if you are able to withstand it or not. So like transitioning to from a basketball player lifestyle to a regular person lifestyle, it wasn't hard. Like I didn't
Yeah,
care. I accepted myself. I've
yeah,
been accepted who I was. You know what I mean? So like I didn't need basketball to identify me. Like, people look at me as a basketball player, they think I'm a stereotypical basketball player, but I'm not. I'm more than that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like people be shocked just having conversations with me because they just look at me as a basketball player and they think that I'm typical.
yeah,
Like,
man,
and like,
man.
man, you would be surprised of just the comments that I've gotten over time just from like what they thought I was. Like instead of just asking, you know what I
Just
mean?
accent. Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, yeah. Damn, Trent, man. Cause I really appreciate you sharing your story, bro. I really do. From top to bottom. It's a lot of stuff I knew, a lot of stuff I didn't know.
yeah.
So, especially the Coach Randall one. I ain't gonna lie, that tripped me out. Like I ain't gonna cap.
Yeah, he
But
he got one of them.
yeah, yes, he did. No, but I had to give you your flowers, man. And I appreciate you so much, bro. Coming to the Barcode podcast, bro, doing
I
this.
appreciate it, man.
Not just not for me. Not for me. It's young men out here, it's kids watching. They can learn from this. You know, life is about choices. I know you had 3 hour practice and you want a sandwich, but you gotta go to class on time. They can learn from this, man.
Man,
It's a lot more stuff, man. But I appreciate you sharing the stories, man. And before I let you go, man, I just gotta ask this one question, man. It's your own opinion. I don't give two shits, but this the part that I love. If you had to give me your top 5 players, this might be putting you in the hot seat too, dog. But if you had to give me your top 5 players that you played basketball with, who would it be? Because you play with a lot of good motherfuckers now. No order, unless you want to put it in order, but top 5.
man, I got just no particular order.
Okay.
I got Deontay Garrett, Marquise Perrine,
Mm-hmm.
Larry Bradley.
Mm-hmm. That's 3. 2 more. You thinking too?
Can I put myself in there? No,
Hell no.
no,
I
you
said,
said
oh,
play with. You said play with.
yeah, that you play basketball with.
That I play with. I got Larry Bradley, DG Bree.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jason Zimmer. He went to
Jesus.
Verona.
Okay. That's four.
White kid, 6'5". He do everything. He like a Kevin Love. He do everything but dunk. Listen, unstoppable,
Everything but dunk.
unstoppable. Jason Zimmer. I gotta put him in there. Larry
Okay.
Bradley, Jason Zimmer, DG Bree, and for the
Man,
five,
this last one is crazy because I got a person name on my head, but I want to see what you gonna say.
uh, who I play with, bro. I like literally. I play with some good players, but like I ain't play with nobody that was just like off the top like that.
You don't think your best friend Jarrell? That's just throwing a name out there. Uh-oh, best friends about to be on the FaceTime arguing. Hold on, nigga, how the fuck you don't put my name in there, nigga? You don't remember I had this game,
Bro,
cuz me remember I scored 30.
I went
No,
to three different. I went to three different schools in 4 years,
that's true. That's true.
so
What
I
about
didn't
the
play like.
All-American? Do you think you was the better player, Trent? I know how you think, bro. So he didn't really excite you.
He was efficient. Like I play with like Marcus Rue. Like if you was to watch him, he went to Saint. If you was to watch him, you wouldn't be like ooh ah. He's just efficient. Like he get the job done. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, but like if you gonna ask me like my top five,
Yeah,
like
yeah. What you got four? That's good. If you can't think of nobody else, then
I'll
that's
leave
cool.
it at
Then
four. I'll leave it at
leave
four
it
because
at
like
four.
that the fifth spot that's so tough because like I got Jarrell, I got Marcus sitting over there, I got Chim sitting over there, like I got Anton Moffat, bro, like and he ain't even get a chance to play high school ball,
Mm.
like and that's the crazy part. Like
Yeah,
he was,
yeah.
yeah, man,
Okay, we're gonna leave it at four, cuz we're gonna leave
four
it at four. Okay, but man, there y'all have it, bro. My little bro. Like I said, this is fam. I appreciate you coming to the Barcode Podcast 414.
sure.
And
Thank you,
y'all
thank
do me a favor. Most important thing, make sure y'all subscribe to my YouTube channel. I do interviews, I got community vibes, I do reaction videos. I do it all. Y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe. I appreciate y'all so much. I appreciate you, cuz, for real, telling your story. I really
for
do.
sure. Sure.
Yes, sir. So we're gonna wrap that up. Trent gave us our his four, and we out of here. Love you, little cuz.
All right, man, peace.
Peace.